Hi y'all, my name is Squish, and this past weekend I was fortunate enough to travel and attend the Riftbound Regional Qualifier in Las Vegas. I attended with the standard admission pass and was joined by my partner Adriana and a group from our local game stores. I recorded small bits of the event and wanted to talk about the experience we had. We had a little bit of a late start on day one. Badge pickup for standard admission started at 9 a.m. and we didn't leave our hotel until around 10:15 a.m. Following a 20-minute walk, we arrived at the expo at World Market Center. We ended up at the start of the line, which turned out to be the entrance line. We had to go to a different line inside of the building to pick up our passes. After picking up our passes, our group hung around and talked for a while before we split it up.
So you can see we made it to the venue for the regional qualifier here in Vegas. We're excited to be here. We're going to play plenty of events and walk around. Make sure to film it. And yeah. The pickup for our badges started at around 9 a.m. But we were still in bed at that time. We got here pretty late. And as you guys can see, the line is pretty big to get in. So we're not excited for that. But there isn't the best part of convention like standing in line. So I will see you guys inside. What are you most excited about being here at the regional qualifier?
The matcha.
Of course, two of the people that were with us were able to sneak in as the line was starting to move in, but me and Adriana, being good citizens, went to the back of the line.
To the other side, to the other side. You're telling me
Yeah, they're on the right.
that they've just been standing there this whole time?
Yes.
Where are they?
We're gonna wave at them. This way?
I tried, but it's...
After we entered, we went straight to the merch line, which brings us to our first bit of insight. We ended up waiting almost 3 hours in the merch line to simply get our booster boxers and a very important item, which I couldn't leave the venue without. I just want to advise those who attend the future events, there's more than enough boxes to go around, so enjoy your time at the event and go do some of the side events or on-demand events.
We're gonna have a couple more to go today.
Wait for it.
Wait, is it gonna die? Oh, you got first
We're here on Monday.
You can always come back later to pick up your box, and I only advise you stay in the line if you want merch that you know is going to sell out. For example, at the event, the Spirit Forge Ari mat was the first thing to sell out. After the merch line, Adrian and I enjoyed some truck hibachi. It was okay, but AJ swears that her steak plate was amazing. We went back inside to do some practice rounds for the Super Nexus night, which we will get to later. Adriana is fairly new to the game, and we just wanted to make sure that she felt ready to play against other people that, well, I mean, they're going to be complete strangers to us. We had a very fun match between her Ari deck and my Rumble deck, and she ended up taking it with the big stack of units on her battlefield.
I am going to either figure out to have it as
Okay,
my
that's all I
carry-on
got.
or ship it back.
I'll
Those are the
pass.
people that actually get it. Yeah. Did any of you guys play in the pre-regional? I lost to Yellow.
Yeah, I lost. I don't think I can do.
Victor and then Lux. I lost to Lux.
You wanna play again?
After our game was finished, we headed out to meet with our local group who wanted to try to do one of the on-demand 2v2 events, which leads us to our next topic. At all of the paid events you participated in, you're awarded tickets that you're able to trade in at a prize wall for, well, prizes. The most coveted of them being, of course, the medal cards. On Friday, when the event started, so many people were grinding these events that the on-demand events had to be canceled and were moved to start back up again at 5:30. We weren't sure if it was because of staffing shortage or some other conflicts, but we went back to the free play area and just kept playing some friendlies until the Super Nexus Night event started. So finally at 8 p.m., the time had arrived to do the Super Nexus Night event, which is probably one of the events I recommend you sign up for. This was a 1,000 plus person best of one Nexus night with a total of 4 rounds. We got settled down for our first game. I got absolutely demolished by a Kaisa who just drew all of her removal spells, followed up by a silver player, which was closer matchup with my Fiora deck. I still got rocked by a Rasa into a On the Hunt. And then following those two games, one of the complaints I had, which I mean is unavoidable, was I got 2 automatic wins because players just didn't show up or they dropped out of the event.
What'd you do?
My opponent didn't show up. Everyone makes you feel bad. They look at you and they make little faces like one guy walked up and he was like, a win is a win. You're doing great. I felt good, but
For both of these instances, luckily, there was a person next to me who also didn't have an opponent, so we just played a friendly match. At this event, you were awarded 2 tickets for each win, and Adriana and I ended up with 8. These 8, of course, were from people not showing up. The event ended pretty late, around 10 or 11, so we closed the night there, and we headed back to our hotel to prepare for the next day. Oh man, on this day, we woke up so late, we had to take an Uber to get to the venue on time for one of the registered events I signed up for, which is the sealed deck event. We were given 6 packs and 45 minutes to build a deck. I ended up with the Lucian deck with the splash of green to include a Doran Shield and a Brutalizer. While opening our packs, the homie Jose pulled an overnumbered signature bard. This was the best pull I saw throughout the weekend from the group, and it was exciting to experience.
You want to show the camera?
Dude, holy shit. Holy shit, man. Let's do it. And it's like, show?
Moving on to the matches. My first match was up against a janky but highly functional Irelia. They pulled a Defiant Dance, and it turned out to be a pretty deciding factor in my loss. The score was 7-8 at the end. My second game was against an Ezreal. They were fairly new to the game, and we had a great time playing and talking about the game. I ended up taking the game 8-4. My last game was against a Rek'Sai. This game was serious, close, and honestly the best way to end the event. I was able to pull a win using Fey Dragon into a punch first to conquer my 8th point. However, the group wasn't doing so well in the sealed event. I was the only one that came out 2-1, which earned me a total of 4 tickets. After I finished, I met up with Adriana and we went to do 2v2s with 2 of our local friends. This is where we learned something from the groups that were playing about the event tickets. So of course, the most prized options at the prize wall were the metal cards. Because of this, people started a second-hand market where they were selling their event tickets. This is probably why there were so many on-demand events running the first day, because people were trying to cram out these tickets to either trade them in for cash or get a metal card. We also heard that people were strategizing on like running certain battlefields to speed up games, and eventually would just like split the tickets among the play group. But it was interesting to see sort of this, I guess, aftermarket just pop up at an event. So yeah, we finished our night with a 2v2 where we met up with the rest of the group and decided to head out to eat. If you're able to attend one of these qualifier events, I highly recommend that you do. Like other trading card game events, it's amazing to have such a large shared experience with other players. Plus, you also get to meet people from other parts of the world who also enjoy the same game that we do. Just one final recommendation, make sure you bring comfortable shoes. I probably would have hated my life if I didn't bring a good pair of walking shoes. But yeah, thank you for watching and listening to my experience at the Riftbound Regional Qualifier in Las Vegas. I'll see you in a future video, and take care.
En garde!